but Jim Cramer has a great quote, there's always a bull market somewhere.
Find investment opportunities in today's market of 2022 and beyond. By Mohnish Pabrai.
So there are, even if you just look at publicly traded equities, there are probably 100,000 stocks around the globe that are publicly traded. And there are probably several thousand of them, or maybe at least several hundred of them, that are in one way or another trading significantly below intrinsic value. And so in many ways it's a treasure hunt, or like Munger would say, why should it be easy to get rich? But I think that if one were intensely focused on that, one would get there. So I'll just give you a story from Warren Buffett's childhood when he was a teenager. So when he was a teenager in Omaha, he used to go to the horse racetrack. It was called the Aksarban racetrack. It's Nebraska spelled backwards. And he'd go after all the races had finished, and he'd collect all the tickets that people had left on the ground, which were all the losing tickets. And he'd collect them all, and then he'd carefully go through each one to see if some drunk had discarded a winning ticket. And once in a while he'd usually find 1, 2, 3 or a few tickets that were actual winning tickets that had been tossed. And then because he was underage, he sent his Aunt Alice to the window to collect. And then, he put that money away, and then next Sunday he was again there to collect his winning tickets. And so those were free lunches, right? I mean, there was some effort involved, but for a kid, it was a free lunch, if you will. And when he was about 21 years old, Buffett went through something known as the Moody's Manual. So these Moody's Manuals covered a number of different industries. They were about 20,000 pages in all, and they came out every year. So he said that in 1951, he went through all 20,000 pages in these manuals twice, right? So in a year, let's say 2,000 working hours, probably for Warren 4,000 working hours, he'd gone through 20,000 pages now, or 40,000 pages. Now, if you're going through 40,000 pages, how many pages is that per day? If you have, let's say you had 400 days, so what would it be, like 1,000? No, it'd be 100 pages a day, right? It'd be approximately 100 pages a day. Not that much, you can do it, 100 pages is not that much. And what he was doing, even 100 pages a day, you're going pretty fast. And he was going fast. So he was going through those 100 pages a day the exact same way he went through the Aksarban tickets. You can take the kid out of Aksarban, you cannot take Aksarban out of the kid. Okay? So what was he looking for? Well, so for example, he found, I think he was saying page 1433, Western Insurance. 2 years back they made $22 a share, and then last year they made $29 a share, and the stock was between 3 and 13 was the range for the last 52 weeks, and they had $135 in book value. Okay, so for him, Western Insurance was identical to the Aksarban ticket that the drunk had tossed. It shouldn't be there, right? Western Insurance should not be trading at a range of 3 to 13. And then he said he saw Western Insurance, he stopped. He's flipping pages, stops, pulls up the AM Best manual, which is the insurance manual for insurance companies, looks at it, he says there's nothing wrong with it. Talked to a couple of insurance brokers, they said the company's fine. He puts some money into Western Insurance. He said 10 pages later, he finds another insurance, North American something, surety or casualty or something, again, very similar numbers and such. And then he says the book really got hot and heavy towards the end. There were all these exciting things going on.
Thank you for watching video. Please like and subscribe Grow Up YouTube channel and follow us on social media.